Everyone, I'm Jasmine Sidhu and I welcome you all to my online classes. Today I'll be taking up the poem Rain on the Roof, written by Coach Skinner, mentioned in Class 9th English book prescribed by CBSE. The name of the book is Bee Hive. Now let's have a look at the poet's life. Coach Skinner, he was born on 24th November 1826 in New York. He was an American lawyer, politician, journalist, and an avid writer. Now, what is the background setting of this poem? This poem is basically a lyrical poem, and originally it's having five stanzas, but in a class 9 syllabus, only three stanzas have been included. What the poet is trying to tell us in this poem is that rain has therapeutic powers, right? Somewhere the best memories in life of the poet are associated with the rain. He says that when the raindrops fall on his roof, he reminisces of his early childhood when his mother was alive. So basically, rain is bridging the poet's present memories with his past memories. So let's have a look at the poem. The first four lines states, when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. Now, humid means moisture, shadows is referring to the clouds, and hover means hanging in the air. Starry spheres mean that the night is full of stars. Melancholy means sadness. Melancholy darkness is also a poetic device used over here, and the name of the device is transferred epithet. Now, what this device says, this is a poetic device in which an adjective is used not with the noun which it qualifies, but with some other noun. So, what the poet is trying to speak over here is that when star-studded sky is thickly overcast with clouds, there is a strange sadness all around. Now, if you witness that dark clouds have overcast your city, so the poet, he's relating that darkness is something bringing sadness in everybody's life, right? And that's why melancholy darkness, it's the transfer depth over here, because we cannot imagine that clouds are sad. Obviously it's the connection with the human beings, right? When that sort of environment is there, you feel little lazy, little uh, you know dizziness when such environment is there. So he's trying to connect this melancholy darkness with human beings, and he says that how that melancholy darkness is you know broken. The clouds relieve themselves by gently weeping, and these tears are known as rain drops. Now, if you see the second paragraph, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Now, bliss is happiness. Cottage chamber is your room. So the poet is saying that amidst this scenario, when there is, overcast of dark clouds in the sky and they have started raining, then it's a pleasure for him to lie down comfortably in his bed and pressing his head against the soft pillow and listen to the pattering sound of the rain falling on the roof. The second paragraph says, every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Now, tinkle means the ringing sound. Shingle is a wooden tile which we use for covering the wall, or we make roofs out of these tiles, right? So he's saying that every that single raindrop which is falling on his roof, it is creating a resonance in his heart, and a thousand dreamy fancies into busy beings start. Now, when he's listening to that, he says that amidst all his busy mind, because his mind is occupied with so many things, his office work, his daily routine chores. So, amidst that, he has, little time to go back into his memories. He is trying to dream about his past life. And when he is dreaming, he says, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now he says that when he starts, recollecting his memories, now weave their air threads into woofs, it is basically personification over here, because he is trying to explain us that the threads cannot be interwoven in the air, right? There are no term like air threads, right? Woof is a cloth. When we weave a cloth on the loom, it is called woof. So he's saying, as we weave the cloth, similarly his golden memories were slowly cropping into his mind, and he was recollecting, and it was becoming like a patchwork. And when it was happening, when he was listening to the patter of the rain. Then another literary device over here is busy being. B sound is being repeated over here, so it is alliteration over here, right? And dreamy fancies, again, it's the transferred epithet, as I explained you in the first paragraph. What is transferred epithet? Here, fancies are not lost into the dreams, but it is the human being, it is the poet who is lost in his dream world and reconnecting with his past memories. Then the third paragraph says, now in memory comes my mother as she used in years agone. Agone means the years far, behind, when he is trying to reminisce his childhood. To regard the darling dreamers, is the ancient poetic word which means before. Before she left them till dawn, oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain which is played on the shingles by the patter of the rain. So, poet is trying to tell here that the mother was, coming into his memories while he was listening to the melodious sound of the rain. He could recollect that when his mother was alive, how she used to look at the darling dreamers. Over here means the poet and his siblings. They were the darling dreamers of their mother, and when she was going to retire to her bed, how she used to look fondly to them and wish them good night, and waiting to meet till the dawn means waiting to meet the very next morning. So all these memories cropped into the poet's mind while he listened to the patter sound of the rain. And if you see, this refrain word has been used in the third last line. And if you see the literal meaning of refrain means repetition, repeating a sound. Now here this is categorically for the repetition sound of the rain. That's why the poet is using, as I listen to this refrain, the repetitive sound of the rain as the raindrops are falling, he could reconnect with his past, and he is, somewhere swayed away into his childhood memories, and the memories were of his mother and his siblings. So this is what the poet is trying to convey to the audience, that when the rain falls on his roof, he has a deep connection with his past memories, and he is recollecting all his memories lying leisurely in his bed. So this is all in this poem. Now if you see the poetic devices, as I have explained you side by side as I was doing the explanation, we talked about alliteration. Busy being, B sound is repeated. I feel her fond look on me. F feel fond. F sound is being repeated over here. Then the second poetic device used in this poem is personification. That is the malignant darkness gently weaves into rainy tears, and the 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof, because it's basically giving human qualities to the inanimate object. Neither the clouds can be sad and they cannot cry. Similarly, the dreams, which are the collection of the poet, it cannot be weaved in the air. Obviously, it's in the mind of the poet, so they are personification. Then the third one I talked about the transferred epithet, dreamy fancies, and melancholy darkness. And the fourth one is onomatopoeia device. These are the sound words like patter, tinkle. These are the sounds originally created by the brain. And now you can see the word meanings, the difficult words which you don't understand. You can go through this slide. So thank you so much, students, for listening to my video, and please don't forget to subscribe if you like my video. Thank you, everyone.